So with Spider-Man right around the corner on the PlayStation 4, many of us are looking forward to pretty much talking about and just getting through this game and seeing everything it has to offer. Now, the community for this game has honestly been one of the best I've ever been a part of and interacted with. Just congrats to you guys for not being absolutely insane and some of the worst people out there. So congrats, Spidey Squad. Now on to the topic at hand. Let's talk about the villains themselves. We know that the Vulture is going to be one of the big villains that is in this game. Now, of course, the Vulture most recently was, of course, seen in Spider-Man Homecoming, and a lot of people weren't necessarily the biggest fans of his design, particularly that they seem to go away from the Vulture's more unique looks in the comics to something a lot more tech-based, and that's really it, not even revealing his face or anything. Well, conceptual art for Spider-Man PlayStation 4 version just reveals to us exactly how they got to the final design. And of course, just by looking at it, you could tell they more or less used what worked with previous iterations from video games and tried to give it a classic look, yet of course they had to cover the face because, well, he is flying through the sky, so he doesn't want to die and, he's got to breathe somehow. And I honestly think the design really works well. Now, we know one of the things that's going to be releasing with this game is, of course, one of those books that's going to give us a look into some of the other concept and stuff, and I really want to see some of the other designs that they came up with. And speaking of different designs, let's look at another Spider-Man villain who's gotten a redesign. This time we're going to be looking at the Rhino. Now the Rhino right here, you can just see this conceptual art almost matches up with what the final version we actually get in the video game is. Now the final design takes away some of that organic looking stuff on his arms and makes him a little more bulky, I would say, adds the glowing eyes and everything, and I just think it looks absolutely awesome. Like I said on Twitter, if there's a movie version of Rhino, this is what I imagine he would look like. So it looks pretty great, and overall, some of these concept arts are just kind of giving us a window into that whole development that they had. And honestly, I just can't wait to see what some of the characters that we aren't expecting in the game are going to look like.